The mics have all been fucking up lately. So
like fucking up, like as in
like my mic kept cutting out on the last episode. Like weird. So I don't know if it's the cables. That's why I was like kind of unplugging everything because I'm trying to see what's good with all of it. And bing bang bong, bing bong, bing bong, ching chong. We are live.
Were you speaking your native language right there?
Ching chong, bing bong. Yeah, you look like a fucking little bitch, dude.
I was to say you look like a big bitch at least.
Should we play some music while we got some people waiting in here or what? Let's see. Here we go.
Some musica? Or are you going to play some?
Bam.
Hey.
There we are. We're live. Look at that. It's working. It's working. It's working. You ever seen that? All right. This is
no.
It's from what's it called?
Oh yeah.
Star Wars Episode 1 when he turns on his pod racer. He's like, "It's working. It's working." And a lot of people like memed it, like him blowing up right after. I don't know. Anyways. This is AVG Fantasy Football Week 6 last minute lineup. We're here. It's so fucking early for us on the West Coast. I hate how goddamn early football starts. And like there's like you just hear Tyler breathing. It's so goddamn early. It's so like I feel like people on the East Coast don't understand how nice it is to be able to sleep in. And, I really got to turn down Tyler's mic a little bit. What?
I'm sure people on the East Coast never have to wake up at 8 a.m. their time.
Yeah, truly. Oh, wait. Fuck.
It broke?
No, I was just, I muted. I muted somebody. I don't know who was muted the whole time.
Well, if you heard me, then it wasn't me. But you heard Tyler breathing, so it wasn't Tyler. So it was missing man.
I was trying to figure out which one was Tyler's thing. As a Grandmaster Day, first question in here this morning. As a flex position, who do I start? Tim Patrick or Adam Humphries? Ugh. Are you in like a 16-team league?
Is Humphries even active, or is he being cleared from the COVID list?
I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah, let me double check that first before he's
I'd go Tim Patrick. At least he's going to get some type of volume because you got KJ Hamler, Noah Fant's out, Sutton's been out for the year. It's literally like Tim Patrick and
Jerry Jeudy, maybe.
Jerry Jeudy. That's about it.
Yeah. He said yes.
Yeah,
Will the Lions win today?
Yes.
Yes. Just please.
Yes.
Yes. Love the content. Back again. Just traded for DK. What's up, Evan? Just traded for DK. Traded Jonathan Taylor, Parker. What? Just traded for DK. He traded Jonathan Taylor and Parker for DK. Team is Henry, CEH, Montgomery, Gibson, Ridley, Odell, DK Andrews. Do you like the trade? I feel like these guys probably don't like it as much just because they're Dolphins fans, so they always see the potential with Devontae Parker.
Way to put words in my mouth.
I don't know, but that's just me guessing what you guys' thoughts are. But it's not. I mean, DK is he's doing so well.
Yeah, I mean you
have a lot of running back
depth at running back. I mean, I do think Taylor probably offers more late season. I do kind of believe that the Colts are kind of not running him into the ground. And that's why you're seeing some of his workload being capped. I think when he gets closer to the second half of the season, I could be wrong too. Logical coaching sometimes doesn't happen. A lot of times it doesn't happen because if they were being logical, they would give him more work right now. But I think he could potentially have a bigger second half with Jonathan Taylor. But, I mean, you are getting, as of right now, a top 5 wide receiver. And you do have CEH still, Montgomery, and Gibson. So you still have depth there as well. So, yeah. I mean, I think it's, it's a fine trade.
I concur.
Yeah. It's like you. I think it's not, and then when you look at all your depth, it's like I think it's worth it.
He's asking for a flex spot though. David Montgomery, Antonio Gibson, or Justin Jefferson. I mean, David Montgomery has got a money matchup against the Panthers. They're just giving it up like Blair's. That's the new saying on the podcast. The Carolina Blairthers. What is it? The Blairthers?
That's what I said last week.
They're just giving it up. And they lost one of their starting defensive tackles, Kawan Short. He's on IR now. He's out for the year. So that run defense is going to be even worse than what it already is. It'd be between Montgomery and Justin Jefferson because obviously –
I mean, Justin Jefferson was like my, flex start for this week. But
I think I'd actually go just David Montgomery because he has been getting utilized in the passing game since Tariq Cohen's gone down. I think he has 10 receptions in the last 2 games.
Depending on your, if you need a big boom or whatnot, I would go Justin Jefferson if it's a PPR league. But did he say? I can't remember.
I'll go ahead, Mike.
But otherwise, I would say David Montgomery.
I would say David Montgomery, and I'm not the biggest David Montgomery guy, but I mean, the matchup is, I could probably go out there and have a good game this week. Like Tyler said, the involvement in the passing game, the volume in this matchup, a lot safer of a floor, to say the least, and probably a very similar ceiling. I wouldn't surprise me if David Montgomery got in the end zone twice in this matchup.
Yeah.
So I'd go David Montgomery for safety and for even ceiling.
It wouldn't surprise me if you gave me a drink of that energy drink over there you got.
I don't have an energy drink.
I was talking to Anthony.
Oh.
I don't have an energy drink.
I have one in my car.
I got an extra coffee. I got an extra black coffee.
Someone said, who you got, Green Bay or Tampa Bay? That's weird. Yeah, really?
Green Bay, yeah.
After the upset with the Bears, that you think they're...
No, I just like the way Green Bay's offense is clicking.
Oh, you said Green Bay.
Yeah, I said GB, not TV.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm with you too. I like Green Bay. I like it even with the points. I think it's like -3.5 too.
Yeah, I like Green Bay.
Green Bay. Will Fuller or Chase Claypool or Singletary for flex. I actually have a very similar lineup in my league. But I'm playing Will Fuller over Chase Claypool. But that's coming from a fucking Steelers fan, as you can see here. So yeah, I'm playing Will Fuller over Chase Claypool though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Chase, or not Chase Claypool, Will Fuller.
Yeah, I think it's Will Fuller. I think he's had like 15 or more PPR points in every game outside of the game where he got you the goose egg.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like he's always a high risk, high reward play, but that's what Chase Claypool would be in a sense. But we didn't see Juju really get involved last week. So could we see on the flip side a game where Juju's kind of more involved a little bit instead of Claypool getting 11 targets? I think I saw something like he got 11 targets, but he only ran like 22 routes or 23 routes or something like that. So he was getting targeted on like 50% of his routes, which is
like when he goes
absurd.
Out there, they're throwing it to him.
Yeah, I think I'd still go Will Fuller on that one.
Ooh, main man Bennett out here. Who do you pick, Green Bay or Tampa Bay, Bennett? Because I know you're like you're almost like a game prediction guy. I'm curious.
I was waiting to hear him speak, and then I was like, wait, he can't speak.
Great point.
Yeah, last week Chase Claypool 69% of snaps, so it's still, even with Deontay Johnson only playing 6 snaps, he was, still not a full-time guy. I think Juju kind of just due for a big game.
Well, and there's also James
squeaky wheel with Big Ben being like, "Don't worry, Big Juju, you're still a guy."
Well, it's like they still have James Washington too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't, just because Deontay Johnson's out doesn't mean it's necessarily all gonna go. He said Green Bay all day. Yeah, we said the same thing too.
So Green Bay lock of the day all day?
Yeah.
I'm betting Tampa Bay now. There's way too many people saying Green Bay.
No, I was listening to some.
As there's only been 4 of us saying that.
I was listening to some.
I'm just like, way too many are saying this. We need more blankets.
More blankets. Less blankets. Yeah.
Asking for a friend. Robert Tonyan or Hayden Hurst?
Ooh.
It depends. Is
Adams is
back.
back.
Playing against me?
No. I got Johnny Smith in that one.
I'll go Tonyan. Just the touchdown upside.
Yeah, I'm leaning Tanya.
Yeah, I'm going
I like
Tanya.
the name Tanya.
Let's see. There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna go Tanyan on that. I think I'm playing him in a league. I started him this week in the FFPC league. I'm so excited for this Browns Steelers game. Who do you think?
Who do I think wins?
Yeah. I don't know. We're talking about Green Bay, Tampa Bay.
Steelers.
Yeah, I'm still gonna go Steelers.
If Miami blows out the Jets, does Gase get fired yet?
The Browns are.
I really hope the Dolphins just shellac the Jets.
Yeah, I'm starting Dolphins defense in 2 leagues.
The last 6.
I am as well. I'm actually starting the Dolphins defense over the Steelers defense in the league.
What?
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
Mike Evans or Robbie Anderson. What's up, Eric? What's up, Bled?
Format?
I think he's in.
I think I'm gonna go Evans either way. Evans
can't
just
remember
showed
that
too much upside. The thing that sucks with Bridgewater for Robbie Anderson and even you could say DJ Moore is like I don't think that the guy's gonna throw more than 20 touchdowns in the season. So it's like what is their in-game upside on a touchdown basis? 2 tops. Maybe. Both of their touchdowns came from long, 57-yard touchdowns for both those guys. So I like more PPR style but Mike Evans with Tom Brady and what we see as a potential shootout, you got to like the upside Mike Evans.
Yeah, but you see Mike Evans, obviously he's got a nose for the end zone, even if it's only from 2 yards out.
Consistently.
I'm gonna go on the flip side. I'll go Robbie Anderson on this one just because Jair Alexander's going to be covering Mike Evans. I saw something. He was like – I want to say he was like the 3rd highest graded corner on Pro Football Focus right now.
Whoa.
They're getting Godwin back. They're getting Scotty Miller back. So just more mouths to feed in that offense. 2 weeks to prepare. Green Bay has for Tampa Bay. I know it sounds gross, or not gross, but it just sounds weird. Like I'd rather start Robbie Anderson over Mike Evans, but we've just seen Robbie Anderson. Yeah. He's had 10 or more targets in 3 of the 5 games, and he is the go-to option in this passing attack for the Panthers.
I do believe Jair Alexander has given up 4 touchdowns in the season already, though. So it's not like he's unbeatable.
Yeah.
And for all you know, too, is they might even. How many of the snaps is it going to be on Chris Godwin? And I also do wonder if teams because I know that specifically the Chargers were channeling to take away DJ Moore. That was 2 games ago. They were double bracketing, shadow coveraging him. I wonder if because of the success of Robbie Anderson, and he is a very talented receiver. If we do see teams on some matchups just say, "Hey, we're not going to go one way or the other,"
yeah, I see what you're saying,
and we're going to not try and just take away DJ Moore anymore because Robbie Anderson is starting to show up. So, kind of the same thing with Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, just different team.
Okay, we got David Johnson against the Titans or Raheem Mostert against the Rams.
I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, I mean, that's good that you got Alexander Madison fucking light it up. This one's a little tougher.
I think I'm gonna go Raheem Mostert.
Yeah.
The dude just seems to fucking make nonstop big plays. It's like
yeah.
The Texans need this win
what
today,
I see is a competitive game. Last week was different. They got blown out against. That was last week, right?
Yeah.
Against Miami. They got blown out against Miami. I mean, so the game script wasn't, hey, let's run the ball. The game script was, hey, let's let Jimmy G throw, and then, hey, we got to bench him and put in, forgot who even came in after him. I think I was drunk with it.
CJ Beathard,
that's who it was. So I'm kind of seeing more of a neutral game script in this, a division matchup at home. So I think Raheem Mostert gets more involved this week, and I'm going to go Mostert.
Yeah, I feel like the Niners, like I said, they got shellacked by the Dolphins last week. So I feel like everyone's going to be like, oh, the Niners suck, and on the Rams. But I feel like this is like a trap game. Sunday Night Football, it's a division game. The Niners are at home. I'm kind of feeling a bounce-back game for the Niners in this offense. Maybe they can finally start clicking on all cylinders. Finally got Debo back. Ayuk is looking pretty good. Kittle's back. Like Anthony said, Mostert's that guy where at least we've seen Mostert be able to take a pass or a run 80 yards in the field. We have yet to see David Johnson do that. So I just think, Raheem Mostert definitely has the higher ceiling.
Yeah. what did he say? In a 10-team full-point PPR league, my wide receiver options are Julio, Mike Evans, McLaurin, Debo, and Chenault. Start 3. That's a pretty nice.
I'm gonna go Julio, Mike, and then.
Do you know? Can you look it up for me? Is DJ Chark playing? Because
he's active.
Oh, he's active.
Yeah.
Okay.
I read this morning. I'm almost positive. I want to say McLaurin, but I want to see another. It wasn't pretty with Kyle Allen.
McLaurin's my sit this week.
It changed, so I want to see a full game with Kyle Allen and the target share before I can kind of say with confidence McLaurin. Super talented, and he could obviously take a big play to the house, but it's coming down to Debo or Chenault for me. I don't know who you would pick.
Yeah, well, Chenault's been one of those guys we've talked about a lot this week. I mean, he's a top 30 wide receiver in PPR leagues right now. So I think it was 10 or more PPR points in 4 of the 5 weeks. So you're getting a safe floor with Laviska Shenault there. I think I might lean Laviska Shenault because who's guarding McLaurin? It's a good corner.
Bradbury,
yeah. Bradbury, Mike, you broke down the numbers. He's actually locked down some pretty good.
He's locked down like Allen Robinson and I can't remember who else.
And then like Anthony said, Kyle Allen's a little shaky. You don't know what to expect right there. I mean, at least I know the Jaguars should be in a shootout. I mean, it's a 54-point over-under. We know Minshew can get the ball to Shenault. We have yet to really see if Kyle Allen and the struggling Washington offense can, get the ball to McLaurin. Mike, you want to do me a favor? Is there any way you can go to Fantasy Pros and just pull? It'll have like all the inactives and stuff like that, so I can see.
Yeah. Since you literally just woke up because
DJ Shark's active.
Yeah.
No, I know what you mean.
Oh, like leave it sitting there.
Yeah.
All right. You gotta update it every 10 seconds.
Oh my god, what else? It's very nice. I noticed Mostert's catching more balls.
Mostert's and mustard.
Where am I looking?
I think we just go to the main page. That one. Just go down. Keep going down.
Right there. There we go.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Right there,
You're out.
There you go.
Is Alshon Jeffrey just going to keep practicing every day and never play?
I know. I don't understand why they didn't put him on the
A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
A.J. Brown or Claypool. I'm
Brown.
going A.J. Brown. And that's coming from
I'm not
boys over
Brown.
here with a fucking Steelers jersey on, guy. Where are we watching this game? We going to...
I'm going to Mikasa. Mikasa!
Oh. Dolphins play at 10 or what?
Yeah.
Nico said they play at 1.
Oh. We do.
All right. We going to the bar then?
Lamar Jackson or Drew Brees?
I'm going to get a nice soda water with lemon. Yeah, you got to go AJ. You got to go AJ Brown on that. In one league, I'm playing Ryan Tannehill, AJ Brown, and Jonnu Smith.
All in on the Titans.
I mean, last week it was a pretty good play.
Yeah. But is it this week?
Yeah, last week you fucking killed it if you started that.
Dude, that touchdown at the end of the game was me and Mike won.
That touchdown was so
Jonnu Smith touchdown. I was like, wow.
I wonder how many people won off that.
I was like, I'm not even gonna talk shit because that play shouldn't have happened.
I know. I think I sent it to you, Mike. It was at a picture where they drew the line all the way across, and Tannehill was clear, like it's not even close. He's so far over the line.
Like,
like someone actually drew out the line of where the marker was.
Oh, it's so far off.
I think it was like the 12-yard line. So he just drew from the 12-yard line all the way across, and Tannehill's clearly at like
the 8.
It was like the backyard, dude.
He's at the 3.
I know, and it's like
backyard
bro, that's
football.
not even remotely close.
Blake. Wait. Okay. Bennett says Browns or Steelers. I'm taking the Steelers to put the Browns in the hurt locker this day, dude. The Browns in the last 16 games at Heinz Field, how many do you think they've won?
I'm going to say
0.
0.
Yep, it's 0.
I was trying to think of something clever, but he was like,
I
0.
just saw
too fast.
Big Ben's like 22-1 or 22-2 all time against the Browns.
Yeah.
And like you said, Mike, the Browns are the Browns until they prove otherwise. So
they're 4-1 right now, which is like the best they've done since
I get it, but
Bill Belichick.
We'll see what happens when they play on the road in a tough division game in Pittsburgh.
I could see OBJ beating us long though. I could see it. I'm not mad at people starting OBJ this week.
Yeah, I mean, I think from what it is the Steelers, but like you said, you've given up some big plays.
That's like what? That's like all the points that we get scored on us is all huge plays.
Yeah, and I feel like I know we've kind of bagged on him throughout the offseason, but I mean, I feel like from what he's done as of recently, he's warranting a start, even against a tough matchup with the Steelers.
He said lemon or lime. I think
there's a Blake.
That matters. If it's water, lemon. If it's tequila, pero give me a lime. Hey, pero Blake, you're not talking too much shit now, huh? Because the Niners got that ass beat, huh? That's right, you curly-headed fuck. I'm sorry, dude.
He's an angry elf.
I just woke up.
I'd go lemon in both cases if I could, even with tequila. Because no one ever has lemons when tequila's there. And I'm not going to be the guy who's like, hey, can I get a lemon instead of a lemon?
Oh, shit. Wait, the Browns? Are the Browns? Yeah, seriously.
You didn't know.
The Browns?
The Browns. Yeah, the Browns are, how you like to say,
the Browns.
I just can't wait for Baker Mayfield to just like be freaking out, scrambling, not knowing what to do.
Can't wait for Minka to get a pick six today.
I can't wait for Bud Dupree and TJ Watt to like double team fucking spit roast Baker Mayfield.
They just high five on both sides as they tackle
him. Gang bang him.
All Browns
Baker
fans
Mayfield's such a little bitch, dude. We're out here with the questions. Ask us what you need to do.
Or what not to do.
What not to do. What's your worst start?
What do you mean?
Like, what's your hardest start this week?
Oh, it was the asking for a friend.
Godwin or Kenny?
Can you start both?
Yeah.
I mean, if you can't, then
I think I'm going Kenny.
I'm going Kenny G.
Just because Godwin is like,
he's just coming back from the injuries. He's nursing them.
Oh, my leg.
Mine's coming off a bye. I mean, I'd like to think that the extra week
helped
them. Yeah, you're really preparing for that matchup and
well rested.
Good game plan. Yeah,
I like it.
I like it.
I think I asked him on the podcast, but what do you think, Anthony? Goseki or Ertz in full point PPR?
Goseki.
At this point, I think I'm gonna go Goseki.
Yeah,
I'm going Goseki right now because I'm just like, fuck it. Like,
at least he showed me something. Like, yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, he's had a couple low target games, but Ertz has high target games and puts the same output as low.
Like, so Ertz had only like one good game in terms of yardage, and it took him overtime. He caught like a 30 or 40 yard bomb in overtime to get there.
And the matchup is a plus this week for Goseki as well too. So, yeah, I'm gonna go Goseki.
You said Lamar or Aaron Rodgers.
Were the Ravens playing again?
The Eagles.
I'm going to go. Oof, that was close. I think I might actually go Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
I think we have yet to see a Lamar Jackson game where he's taken over the game with his legs. He's not really running the ball for whatever reason. The Eagles' rush defense is pretty good. So I'm not sure if Ingram and Dobbins, Gus Edwards are going to really be able to get anything on the ground done. So maybe we can actually finally see a Lamar Jackson like breakout game where he's the one who's like taking the initiative, and he puts up a big yardage and scores on the ground. Because I think he's only got one rushing touchdown of the year, maybe two tops.
Yeah,
which is crazy when you drafted Lamar Jackson to be this guy who's, a guy had 1,200 rushing yards last year. So he's just not getting it done. He had 3 rushing yards last week.
Some people even drafted Lamar Jackson over Pat Mahomes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're drunk at a wedding over the phone.
Do you see any upsets this week? Hard to pick a dog.
Sorry,
no, you good.
I'll say if he has another like down week, I mean, if you have Lamar Jackson, are you considering not streaming, but like if you have 2 good quarterbacks,
trade him.
Like this Lamar Rodgers situation? I mean, are you starting to question at that point? Like, do I have to make the smarter decision and not just maybe this year isn't the 2019 season with Lamar Jackson? Maybe it's just last year was not a fluke, but it was a ceiling. I mean, that's why I had him a little bit lower in my rankings, which was 3, but not that low. But most people had him at 1 or 2. It's like I didn't see the same rushing upside that we saw last year. To me, it's kind of yes. I mean, if you see 5 weeks, 6 weeks, it would be 6 weeks at this point, right?
I'm trying to trade Lamar if I have
numbers or that's not a bad idea
because the name value is still good. Like people are not even going to look at his fantasy production really.
That's true. I think that's a very good point. I would probably rather do that.
Yeah.
So you don't have to like tantalize each week with the decision of do I start Lamar Jackson or not.
Yeah, I've been trying to trade Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
So far, no betters.
Get him. Yeah, but you've had like some little nibbles here and there.
Just a little nibble.
Little nibbles. Do any of you guys see an upset this week? Hard to pick a dog this week. I think Washington will upset the Giants. Are the Giants favored in that?
I was like, who's favored? 2.5 points. They are.
Yeah, I mean, if you could call that upset.
I think the Bears are underdogs in Carolina. I do like that matchup. Just good defense, and then they should be able to run on them. So I'm expecting them to be able to control the pace and the tempo of the game. I guess that's not really that big of an underdog, though.
The Bears against the Blairthers.
Yeah.
We got. I think.
Actually, I do like the Cowboys. I feel like people are sleeping on Andy Dalton. Bro. I know it's Andy Dalton, and people are probably thinking like, oh, he's not good, blah blah blah. But I mean, this is for sure the best offense he's ever played for.
By far.
Best offensive line he's ever played for. I mean, he's got playmakers everywhere, and I'm not taking anything away from Dak. I feel bad for the guy with his ankle, and I hope he gets paid. But, they went out and signed Andy Dalton for a reason. He's definitely one of the better backup quarterbacks in the NFL who could potentially still be a starter in some other teams. And this is just a good offense where they're going to be Dak is out there throwing the ball 40 times a game. They're still going to be throwing the ball 40 times a game now with Andy Dalton. And, Kellen Moore is, to me, one of the best offensive coordinators in the game. That guy eventually is going to end up being a head coach at one point in his career. So, yeah, I do think Andy Dalton's going to do pretty good for the Cowboys, and I do like them to pull a home upset on Monday night against the Cardinals.
If you look at the stats between Andy Dalton and Dak Prescott, they're actually like almost like identical. Like in the since Dak was playing, since Dak came into the league and Andy Dalton's stats, like they're almost identical.
Yeah, I grabbed Dalton in a couple leagues. I just threw him on my bench because I was like, all right, let me just see how it turns out, because it's like even if he's, Dak was on pace to throw for like 7,000 yards. So it's like even if he's like 80% of Dak, he's still
6,000 yards.
For like 5,000-6,000 yards. I was like, I'll take it. This defense is still going to be bad. That's just what I'm getting at.
Yeah, they're going to be chasing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have pretty much locked and loaded starters in most my leagues. So, but if I was like a 2 quarterback, I would have picked him up for sure. Because like you said, he still might be. I know Dak wasn't going to keep up the pace, or I think Dak wasn't going to keep up the pace of throwing for 6,500 yards. But, to your point, is the defense didn't all of a sudden magically get better because Dak got hurt. So it's like, is he still a 4,500 yard quarterback? Maybe Andy Dalton is. That's a usable piece. And does he maybe, kind of on a full season pace? I'm kind of throwing some numbers out. Is he maybe 22 to 27 touchdowns? That's useful for your fantasy receivers and even a fantasy quarterback.
For sure.
That's like Fitzmagic numbers.
Hell yeah. Fitzmagic.
Did you just compare Fitzmagic to Andy Johnson?
He doesn't have the same magic.
Emery S says start 2, half-point PPR. Jonathan Taylor, Mixon. Wait. JT. Yeah, that's Jonathan Taylor, Mixon, A.J. Brown, Terry. I'm going to go Mixon, A.J. Brown. Mixon, A.J. Brown.
Where's the
question? It's right here.
Oh, okay.
Mixon.
Not Terry McLaurin.
Not Terry. Mixon
This
and
is
A.J.
a
Brown.
tough one for me to pick.
Half PPR. I'm gonna go Mixon, and I think I'm gonna go Brown too.
Mixon's getting what? I think he's got like 20-something carries, and then he's got like back-to-back games with 6 receptions. So he's getting a ton of volume over there. Joe Mixon is. This would be a tough one between Jonathan Taylor and A.J. Brown. I think if you want the safe floor, you go Jonathan Taylor. But if you want the higher ceiling, we've seen A.J. Brown. He could take a slant to the house, like Odell Beckham Jr. status, and go 70 yards in the field for a touchdown.
Yeah, that's a tough one though.
Yeah,
but you got to play Mixon though for sure.
It is a tough matchup for Mixon too, though. But the volume's just too safe at the end of the day.
All right, Strawberry Jake says pick 3 in full point PPR. AJ Green, Pollard, Jamal Williams, Malcolm Brown, Higgins, Chark. That's a lot.
Okay, 3 in full PPR.
I feel like they got worse, and then it got
I'm
better.
I'm not gonna start AJ Green or Pollard, so I'm kicking those 2 out already. So it leaves me 4 of the 3 right there. So T Higgins, DJ Chark. I'm gonna go Malcolm Brown, T Higgins, and Chark. I'm assuming that's T Higgins. I don't think there's another Higgins, right?
Yeah.
I'll go Higgins, Chark. The Rams running back situation is just tricky, especially with Cam Akers back now. You got another thruple over there.
I mean, I dropped Malcolm Brown.
Yeah, do we see Cam Akers kind of assert the dominance of taking over the starter role there? To be honest, I don't know what Jamal Williams has done too much. I know he got utilized pretty heavy last week. He's a good pass catching running back. I think if I was going to start one, I'd probably go Jamal Williams just because it's full point PPR.
Yeah, sorry, I was reading that as Marquise. Well, I read it as Malcolm Brown, but thought Marquise Brown in my head.
That's what I thought. So I had read it a couple times.
I would same answer as Tyler.
Well, because it's like there's a bunch of receivers.
I think there was like 9 players, so I was like reading them, and I was like,
yeah. Okay.
Mimsy.
Full point PPR. Perine or J.K. Dobbins. Goseki or Tonian. I'm gonna play Dobbins over Perine, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, we have to see him.
I mean, yes, Perine could come out and Adam Gase could be like, "See, we don't need you, Bell," and but I don't know. I'm not trusting a Jets running back right this second. I did add lamical Perine in a couple leagues as like a speculative ad though, so I still think it's a good ad to have. But I'm gonna go J.K. Dobbins on that one, and then I think I'm gonna go Tonyan. I don't know.
I'll go Dobbins. You're gonna go the same thing with the running back.
No, I'm gonna go Perine on this one. I mean, I think I said it on the podcast. You just don't ship away Le'Veon Bell, who's arguably your best offensive player outside of Jamison Crowder. I mean, you could argue that Le'Veon Bell is the best offensive weapon they have. You just don't ship him away like that or get rid of him, release him. If you're not comfortable with lamical Perine and, obviously Frank the Tank, he's the ageless wonder. And, he's going to get incorporated as well. I think it's going to be a running back by committee here. But, I said it. If there's going to be one of these guys who's the pass-catching back, it's lamical Perine. It's not Frank Gore. And, Vegas has this game pegged at Miami minus 9.5. It's crazy to think Miami's minus 9.5
That's right,
in a game. But, I mean, if they're up by double digits – you're not going to see Frank Gore get 15 carries. I mean, maybe you will because Adam Gase is a fucking retard.
You never know with Gase.
In a game script where the Jets should be behind by 10-plus points, I would like to think that lamical Perine is going to be the one back there. And, full point PPR, couple catches. Maybe we see the breakout game of a lamical Perine. The Dobbins situation is just so gross. They're just not being utilized over there. It's like you get 3 guys. Gus Edwards had more snaps than anybody last week. It's just a mess over there.
I just think...
Yeah, I think I'm going to change my answer.
The Goseki Tonyan one would be really tough for me because I feel like Goseki's he's like the boom but he's like the Deshaun Jackson of tight ends. He'll get you this monster game, but then he can get you like 2 for 12.
Yeah.
It's just he's just so boom or bust. I feel like Tonyan
I think I'm going to go
Tonyan's been getting it done. I mean, he's been like Hansel.
It's been without Adams though, so to what extent does that change things now that Devontae Adams is back? So that's my one question with that is.
That was also there was no Allen Lazard too.
Yeah, and it
was like literally MVS in him. So
I think Evan Adams helps him though, because
I think
Tonyan might not put up like these crazy big numbers like receiving yard, like receptions, and yardage, but I feel like Aaron Rodgers is looking for him when they get in the red zone.
By the way,
I kind of wonder if Mike, if Tonyan doesn't become not a full number 2 because I still think Allen Lazard is, but I wonder if Aaron Rodgers has kind of maybe found someone he can kind of trust, like you said, in the red zone a little bit more to help out. And maybe even with Devontae Adams and, Lazard in the lineup, we're looking at Tonyan as someone who's like, hey, week to week he has touchdown upside, and Aaron Rodgers has been targeting for, 5-6 targets a game.
Yeah. Lazard's out for the year. He's on IR.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I forgot. Lazard's out for the year. Yeah. But the emergence of Adams, who's just like 15 targets at least.
For sure. Yeah. Devontae Adams probably 20 targets.
The guy at Strawberry Jake on the last one, he said it's Rashard Higgins, not T. Higgins. It's a 14-man league. So I just want to fix that analysis really quick.
Oh, if that's the case.
That's the case, I go Chark. Did I say Chark?
Yeah, you said Chark. I'm probably going AJ Green then, I guess, on that one.
Chark, AJ Green.
If he's in the lineup.
If it's full point PPR, right. So.
Yeah, if he's in the lineup. Ow, my knuckle.
Someone dropped AJ Green in my league. Pick him up. Yeah.
So there is another Higgins. You guys lied to me.
I said that there is Richard, but
I forgot about that.
But yeah.
So PPR, Michael Gallup, Cole Beasley, or Claypool. I'm assuming this is going to be like your flex guy or your third receiver. I'm just going for the ceiling. I'll go Claypool.
Yeah,
because he's got the big playability. We've yet to see who Dalton's going to favor in that passing attack. And then Beasley, John Brown's coming back, and then we've kind of seen the emergence of the rookie Gabriel Davis. So I'll go Claypool for the upside of those three.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Claypool for the upside too as well.
All right, half point PPR: Chase Claypool, David Johnson, or Singletary. I kind of like David Johnson.
What was the question? Half PPR.
Half PPR: Claypool, David Johnson, or Singletary. Pick one.
I'm not gonna go Singletary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Zach Moss is slated to come back, right?
He's slated to come back.
Because it's half point PPR, that's why I'm looking at David Johnson. The Texans need to win this game. They got rid of Bill O'Brien. I don't know. I think if the Texans don't win this game, their season's over.
I kind of hope they don't win because we have their first pick.
Yeah, I know. But so I just feel like they're gonna do a lot to try and win this game. It's a big game against the Titans, so that's why I kind of am leaning David Johnson. But if you want the upside, I would say go Chase Claypool. Singletary, I wouldn't even really consider, to be honest.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I would lean David Johnson, but to your upside Claypool, and then to me it's a little bit safer with David Johnson.
Yeah, at least David Johnson's going to touch the ball 15 times.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, for all we know, Claypool could have a 3 for 25, and it's like, I mean, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but that does happen.
It does happen. What do we got? Myles Gaskin, David Montgomery, and Todd Gurley. Pick one. Is this? I wonder if it's PPR, full point, or half point.
Gaskin. Sorry, I was just saying the name. I wasn't making that.
Dude, Todd Gurley's been actually pretty good.
Yeah, well, he's scoring a lot.
He had 9 attempts for 140 yards last week, so that's pretty good to me. That's pretty efficient, if you ask me.
I mean, when you're looking at the matchup,
14 attempts, 120 yards.
The Panthers, they're just giving it up. And I want to assume that if Dave Montgomery's going to see the ball 15 times, a couple of receptions, 3-4 receptions out of the backfield, you want to say that he's probably got the safest floor. These are 3 good options right here. It's like, who else are you starting that you're contemplating not starting 2 of these guys, if not all 3 of these guys potentially?
Yeah.
These are all guys that I would probably rank within the top 20. At least top
on this given week, probably top 20, especially with the amount of running backs that are out there, easily top 20 backs.
Yeah.
I feel weird saying. I think I'm going to lean David Montgomery. It's just the Panthers' defense has been so bad.
Yeah.
That it's and then you do get Julio back. Not that it's hurting what what's his name's going to do. Todd Gurley is going to do, but the emergence of Julio kind of is going to change the dynamic a little bit. I think it's David Montgomery for me.
Yeah, I want to go David Montgomery, although I do like Myles Gaskin. Yeah, Gurley's a good play too. Like I said, I feel like all 3 of these guys are pretty good options right there. But do I start Laviska Shenault or Devontae Freeman at flex? I think I'm gonna. If it's full point PPR, I think I'm gonna go Laviska Shenault. I'll say Washington Redskins. Washington football team. It sounds so dumb. Washington football team, they got a pretty good front 7, so it could be a kind of, not too much running room for Devontae Freeman, who's only playing about 55% of the snaps. Laviska Shenault, like I said, 10 or more PPR points in 4 of the 5 games. I'll just go with the consistent safe floor that Shenault has, if it's a PPR league.
Yeah, agree.
Where
Felipe
you guys at?
Lindsay? Or
start Phillip Lindsay or Chase Edmonds?
It's Felipe.
Oh, excuse me. Felipe Edmonds.
Felipe Edmonds. Did you just
I made a new player.
I'll start Felipe Edmonds if that's the case. If I can get both touches, you can combine them.
It's a shitty part of both of them.
It's a hybrid flex.
It's a hybrid flex.
I'll go Phillip Lindsay.
Yeah, that's Philip Lindsay. That's my.
Yeah, was Melvin Gordon rolled out?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
there it is. Yeah, Philip. I was like, I thought he was, but I just wanted to make sure. So yeah.
Yeah.
He's got the black lung pup.
Merman. Edmonds.
The only benefit if you play at Chase Edmonds is you get to wait till tomorrow. Yeah. It's like one of those like versus you play Philip Lindsay. You know.
Do you do that on your lineup sometimes?
Sometimes I actually do like it. It's like almost like I like the.
If it's a coin flip, I'll do it. But if it's, I usually go with the smarter decision. I don't care about that.
Yeah. Deebo Samuel worth keeping? I would say so. I mean, the guy's still coming back from foot surgery, and this offense just looked really bad last week. I mean, I know last week. I mean, we're Dolphins fans, so it sounds biased, but I mean. They went out and they have 2 top 10 corners. I mean, they're paying Xavier Howard and Byron Jones like combined like $30 million almost. I think they each make like $15 million, close to 15 million.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah, they pay a good amount of money for the 2 corners to be shut down. So, I'm not surprised that Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel didn't have a good game last week. And then the week before that, Deebo Samuel was on a pitch count. I think he only played like 30% of his snaps. So I think he's finally getting his legs underneath him, as they say. So, yeah, you're definitely keeping Deebo Samuel. He'd be like a buy low candidate if I could get him on the cheap right now.
His legs are underneath him unless he's standing on his hands. Get it?
This is true. This is actually a good one. It's not as good as your icy hot joke, but that was pretty good.
Yeah, I looked back at the icy hot one. I thought it was way better and then I watched it.
He said, "Where's the tip jar? This fantasy prices. This advice is priceless." Yeah, Mike, where is this tip jar?
I don't know.
I was going to say the same thing because like Mike.
The fuck do you want from me, dude?
Dude, he says start a Patreon. I said start a GoFundMe account.
I said start an OnlyFans, but all right.
And that is the correct answer. OnlyFans.
Listen.
Dude, yeah, bro, you got to put a nice little.
Did we start an
nice
OnlyFans
tip jar on there with the dude?
You get all the advice you want.
I don't know how tipping works for YouTube streaming. I know how it works for Twitch.
A GoFundMe account, when it's just like, hey, this is just money that we're gonna put back into the podcast to use to, buy jerseys and stuff like that.
More like Patreon, maybe.
I don't know. GoFundMe.
No.
Watson or Rogers?
Watson or Rogers?
Rogers.
I think I'll go Rogers on that one.
Rogers.
By the way, would you do Rogers or Big Ben?
I feel like Big Ben has been pretty consistent.
I know. That's
obviously, Rodgers has been in fuego.
Yeah,
I think with Devontae Adams coming back, I'll probably go Rodgers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Rodgers.
Juju or Mike Evans for flex? Yeah, you're going. I'm gonna say Mike Evans.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Mike Evans.
So, and that's.
I'm gonna go Juju.
I'm literally wearing it.
Analytically, I would say analytically, I'm gonna go Mike Evans, but I also feel like Juju could have a big game.
Yeah, I'll go Juju on this one. Kind of quieter game. Yeah, I'll go these are both. These are both good options, though. I mean, if I could get both these guys in my lineup, I would definitely like that.
Hey guys, it's me, Juju. They will be touchdown.
Start 3 full point PPR. Jamison Crowder, Juju, Chase Claypool, or Jonathan Taylor. There's a lot of Chase Claypool asked questions.
He was the new hotness on the waiver wire.
You're definitely playing Jamison Crowder.
Yeah,
I think.
I'm throwing Taylor in that mix too, so I'm going with those two.
I know we just talked about the Dolphins corners being good, but Jamison Crowder lines up in the slot.
And he's going to see 22 targets from Sam Brown.
Yeah, exactly. And he's the only thing they got.
So even if he catches 10 of those 22 targets, that's still pretty good.
He said start 3 full point PPR.
Yeah.
And there's 3 names in there?
There's 4.
Oh, there's 4.
There's 3 teams, 4 names.
Juju is so small. I thought I just missed it.
So it basically comes. I mean, if we're all saying Jamison Crowder and Jonathan Taylor, it comes down to Juju versus Claypool. I'm gonna lean Juju on that one.
Yeah, I think I'll go Juju.
Yeah, me too.
The Steelers receiver to start this week.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the same thing. Should I try to trade Chubb? If you need to, for like if you're running back, if you're hurting, I mean, I get it. if you're in a spot where it's like you need to get some wins now so you can make the playoffs, then there's no point in holding on to Chubb.
Yeah, you don't
versus you could sell him and get possibly like 2 RB2s, and they can kind of keep your team afloat.
Yeah, I agree. If you're 4-1 or 5-0 or something like that, and you have good running backs, I would hold Chubb for that stretch. But I mean, if you're 2-3 or even 3-2, and you're thin, and you're look at your bye weeks too. If you maybe have one good running back and a couple other guys, but they're all going through bye weeks, I mean, the loss of holding on to Chubb could end up hurting you in the long run. So I agree with what Mike said with that. I mean, if you can hold him, I would hold him. But if you can't, then don't hurt your team for another 4 or 5 weeks, because it could be the difference between you making the playoffs and not. And then it doesn't matter if Chubb's back or not, because he can't go full Chubb when you're not in the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree. I was in a similar situation like that where I had Eckler, and it's like I need a win now, and I can't sit here and wait 4 or 5 weeks for Eckler to come back. So I had to trade him and get something for him.
Yeah, Yeah, I feel you. I would go for it. Will Fuller or CD Lamb? I'm gonna go Fuller on this one. Thanks for the subs, guys. Whoever's been subscribing, I appreciate you. We got a couple in here, so.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go CD Lamb on this one. I think he's got like 5 I think he's like the only player so far to have 5 receptions every single week.
Yeah, I'm gonna. It's the no Dak is gonna make me lean Fuller.
Yeah,
I want to see how the target distribution goes with Andy Dalton. And do they go a little bit more try and go a little bit more run heavy versus pass heavy with Dalton? I mean, does he favor maybe Gallup a little more than CeeDee Lamb? So it's that's the curveball that's
the unknown.
Yeah, it's the unknown. Yeah. So that's the only reason I'm leaning Fuller slightly, but it's pretty close between that. Probably not.
Yeah, this guy Joe Brady. I feel you on you want us to stream the Browns Steelers game, but we don't even have the Browns Steelers game, so I have to go to a fucking bar to go watch it, so we won't be able to. Jimmy says, wait, where are we at? Perky. Did you guys talk about who were you just last talking about?
The last one we did was the CeeDee Lamb versus
Okay. You guys think Cowboys are making playoffs without Dak?
Probably not.
No.
I don't even know if they were going to make it with Dak. It was not looking good.
I mean, it's not that hard in that division, though, to be honest.
That's true.
It's literally like the worst division of football.
That's true.
7-9.
Which two should I? Yeah,
6-10.
Yeah, literally.
I just made up a different record. 5-12. My math did not check out. It's 9:34 a.m. Give me a break.
Which two should I play? Amari Cooper, Cooper Kupp, Robbie Anderson.
You got a lot of Coops in there.
Koopa.
Say that fast 5 times.
Amari Cooper, Cooper Kupp.
Amari Cooper, Cooper Kupp.
That's funny. I think you're playing Amari Cooper, and I would go Robbie Anderson. Not too much analysis on that one, but that's just my.
I'm gonna go Cooper. I'm gonna go Amari Cooper, Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Amari Cooper, Cooper Kupp.
You know Robbie Anderson's my boy, dude. All right.
I like the touchdown upside a little bit better with Cooper Kupp.
He says he has Zeke Cooper, too. So. You have Zeke too? Hell yeah.
Horny.
Miles McDonald said, "Me old." I skipped Fitzmagic. Sorry, Fitzmagic. Gaskin, Singletary, Mostert, PPR league. Pick 2, please.
Wait, where are we at?
This
Gaskin, okay. Mostert.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Gaskin and Mostert.
Yeah, me too.
Carol Gaskins.
Mecole Hardman or Christian Kirk or T. Higgins. You're picking one, Miles?
I'm assuming one.
Oh, I'm going Mecole Hardman. He was one of the guys in the matches we broke down. I mean, Sammy Watkins is going to be out a couple weeks with a hammy injury. And Mecole Hardman lines up in the slot 58% of the time. The Bills they struggle against the slot. I think they give up, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like they give up like the second most receptions to the slot, and they give up the most yards after catch to the slot receiver. Tyreek Hill lines up in the slot as well, so probably a big monster game from Tyreek Hill as well. But what else is new? But yeah, I do like Mecole Hardman to boom this week against the Bills.
Yeah.
No, I know.
I'm right there. Pretty much everything you said.
Where are we at here? You all have the Jets-Dolphins games too. Yeah. Well, listen, they're Dolphins fans, so they're kind of hyped on that. You guys going Cup or
I want us to get Gase fired because he coached for Miami. So it's like I want to beat them so bad that it's we're the reason that Gase gets fired.
Yeah.
So it's like, hot. Do we fire him twice then?
We got you fired twice, bitch.
You guys going cup or mixing at flex PPR?
Huh? Cup or mixing flex PPR?
I think I'll go mixing just for the amount of he see the ball 25 times a game.
Bro, I see the ball like 100 times a game.
Back-to-back games, 6 receptions.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. It's in a full PPR.
It's like Gio's been it could just been game script. Who knows what it is? But the last 2 games, Gio's just been phased out of the passing attack completely, and it's the Joe Mixon show.
It could be a smart coaching move. Like, hey, maybe we should get this guy the ball.
Hey, maybe we just paid this guy $60 million fucking dollars. Like, start utilizing him more.
Yeah, Gerard.
I mean, he hasn't been. I think the difference is the passing game, like you said, for the last few weeks, because he hasn't been on the ground. He's kind of struggled this year so far. But I mean, if he's still even on the ground struggling, going to get you 15, 20 carries and 4 or 5 receptions, it's Joe Mixon.
Yeah, I mean, Cooper Kupp might only get you like 5 receptions.
That's what I was going to say. Cooper Kupp might get you 4 or 5 receptions.
But at least now Mixon's he can get you 20 carries on the ground as well. Goal line work.
All right, we are at. Should I start DJ Moore or Laviska Shenault at flex half-point PPR? By the way, around 9:45 we wrap this up. So if you guys want,
7 minutes.
Yeah, 9:38 right now. Should I start DJ Moore or Laviska Shenault at flex half-point PPR, full-point PPR, full-point PPR?
Wait, what?
He just like autocorrected. It's just funny.
PPR?
I'm just reading it how I'm reading. You know how it's written. But
I'm gonna go Laviska.
Hey, I'd probably.
That's pretty wild.
In a full
point PPR.
8 points for a PPR reception. I'm trying to be,
full 0.8 PPR.
I'd probably go Shenault with that one.
Really?
I'm like, I don't know, the big play potential with DJ Moore is always there, but it's a pretty tough matchup.
It's crazy that that's even a question. Like looking back to
if I wanted to go upside, I would start DJ Moore. If I was going to pick the upside pick, I would go DJ Moore. So,
but Laviska Shenault should have like
he's
more
safer.
receptions.
He's a safer play, but if I wanted to shoot upside, I would go DJ Moore.
All right, what do we got? James Washington is a sleeper for today. Yeah, I agree.
Running back waiver wires. I mean, if Lamical Perine's there, it's someone I'd probably go pick up right now.
Yeah.
Because he's probably there in a decent amount of leagues.
Go get him now. Because like I said, if he comes out and he has a decent game, sometimes the waiver wire for running backs is so thin that he's going to be like the number one claim. But we touched on him on the waiver wire episode with Michael Perine.
And then I was talking with Mike off air. I'm like, maybe he's not, with Gase there, maybe he doesn't. Maybe it's a week or two before he starts getting really involved. But if Gase does get fired soon, we don't know what the new coaching staff's going to do and want to see. Are they going to show the same loyalty to Frank Gore, who's 37, 39 years old, who's going to play till he's 50? But yeah, I'd go pick him up.
I mean, it's another thing too. You got to take into account. Gase didn't want Le'Veon Bell, so when they signed him, he didn't want him there. That was kind of the signing they did before he got there, or someone else made the decision, not Gase. But when they drafted Michael Perine, obviously that Adam Gase was like, I like this guy, let's draft him. I don't like Le'Veon Bell, I like this guy. So that has to mean something as well, I would like to think.
Is that a question or statement?
Which one?
James Washington is the sleeper for today?
I think it's a statement, but I would say that's possible.
I would say it's possible too.
I think it's very possible.
So Julio Jones or Claypool, you're not getting cute. You're starting Julio Jones. Yeah. Mark Andrews or Goseki. Mark Andrews.
Yeah, come on. Hopkins or Diggs. Hopkins. Should I start Edelman or Beasley?
Can you start both?
Yeah. Why are you not starting both? Are you in a one-man league?
I think he's fucking with us.
You should be able to at least flex Diggs.
Joe Brady said Andrews or Goseki also.
Should I start Edelman or Beasley? I'll go Edelman just because I feel like John Brown's gonna come back in. He's gonna be like the second guy to Diggs, and then like I said, Gabriel Davis has kind of emerged a little bit. Beasley's just kind of like the possession slot receiver. I know Edelman is like a possession slot receiver as well, but I mean it's literally like Julian Edelman and N'Keal Harry and James White. I feel like is the only ones who's getting any kind of targets over there for the Patriots.
Yeah, I think I'd lean Edelman. It's kind of close though. Beasley low key is just he's like that 5 for 50 every week almost. Yeah. It's like he's kind of safe.
Mike was saying he's just a good football player, Cole Beasley.
Yeah,
Mike were talking about off air.
Yeah, when we were watching the game, we were watching the game together like a couple of cute little boys. Robert Woods, Bobby Trees, or Odell Beckham. I think Odell. I'm a Steelers fan, but I think Odell could have a big game today.
I think I'm leaning towards Odell because Mike's usually pretty fair with his Steelers analysis, so I feel like he's put it into the universe.
Yeah,
this is my like.
It's gonna piss me off though.
Yeah,
it's gonna fucking piss me off seeing Odell going to the end zone and doing his stupid little fucking homo dance that he does. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably lean Beckham.
I think Mike is wrong.
I mean, I would play Rob, but
I'm gonna go Bobby Trees.
I do. I think Odell Beckham could have a big game, but I would if I had that on my lineup, I'm playing Robert Woods. You should have
traded Odell Beckham after he had that monster game. That's what I said. You trade Odell Beckham because he's like a fucking roller coaster. He's fucking like Six Flags. You're just like, oh, Odell Beckham, good game. And then next week, 2 for 24. And the next week, like 135 yards and 2 touchdowns. And the next week, like 4 for 40. And it's like,
well, it's hard to get a nice prostitute to poop on you, dude. So it's like some weeks he doesn't get it set up. How the fuck are you gonna?
He's just so inconsistent. Odell is.
Oh damn!
And then it's a tough matchup, division game on the road in Pittsburgh. I'll go Bobby Trees, who's just been safe. I'll go with the safe floor instead of the wide range of outcomes that Odell.
I mean, Odell hasn't been that inconsistent this year. I mean, just looking at his last like 4 games, and then I think week 1 was a similar stat line: 4 for 74 and a touchdown, 4 for 59. 5 for 81 and 2 and 5 for 58. So full points, that's 10 points pretty much every. So I don't think he's actually been that inconsistent. I think it's more a little bit of our, because I was thinking this to myself. I was a little bit of our recency bias with him. So and Bobby Trees isn't seeing as many targets as the Rams are running the ball a lot more is the problem.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they're literally almost it's like someone got 15 carries and another person got 9 carries and another person got 9 carries.
Yeah, in a game where the Rams could potentially win and use the ground a lot more than they need to the pass versus where I think the Browns, I'm going to almost say very certainly the Browns are chasing. So it's going to lead to more of a pass-happy game script with the Browns versus where the Rams could just go that's the 3, that's Cam Akers, Henderson, and Brown, by the way. We got to fire these off.
Yeah, I picked Perine up. So now should I start Jamal Williams or Perine? If you have better options, definitely. Like just because you picked them up doesn't mean you have to. But yeah, just
I'll go Perine.
I go
between
Perine.
Those two. Yeah, me too.
Fitzpatrick, Watson, or Tom?
I'm still gonna go Tom. Deshaun
I've never seen Tom Brady just as Tom.
Either Tom.
Yeah, I'm still gonna go Deshaun.
Tom, can you grab that down from the basement? That's what it makes me think of. It's my grandpa's name.
Kareem or Aaron Jones? Geez, start both.
Yeah. Kareem or Aaron Jones? He's fucking with us, dude. He keeps doing this. Yeah. He's done it like 5 times.
The guy said, "I feel like Julio Jones isn't 100%." I don't. If he wasn't 100%, I don't think they would throw him out there. So if he's out there on the field, he's in my lineup.
Yeah. Full PPR got Odell.
Full point PPR got Odell, Woods, Claypool, and Jonathan Taylor. Need 2 wide receivers and a flex. So I would go Woods.
Odell.
Yeah, well, obviously your flex is probably gonna be Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
Lamar,
so just
take Woods and Odell.
I know. I feel like I'm telling so many people not to play Claypool, but it's just like you don't get it just doesn't happen where you get 4 touchdowns like that.
No. He could have 6 on the year, and 4 of them could have came in that game. Like that's legitimate.
I mean, he has one before that too, but I mean, he has 5, so
he still could have 6.
So what's up, guys? What's up, David? Oh no, wait, Miguel. Sorry, I missed you. Lamar Rodgers.
I think we had that question earlier, right?
Yeah.
We went Lamar on that.
Well, imagine if we just like forgot and we changed it. Just kidding. Lamar, yeah. So, what's up, guys? What's up, David? Lamar isn't really the Showtime guy I thought. So, start Cam on a potential big game, or what do you all think?
I think I'm still starting Lamar. This is like a make
This is probably like my last. Like, okay, I'm gonna trust him this week, and things get right, it gets going on the ground and all that. But if it doesn't happen this week again, then I'm considering my options after this week.
Yeah, I want to see him able to get it. Actually, so are you thinking this Packers Bucs game is going to be like a shootout, kind of like Brady versus Rodgers? Like, they're both going to put up some big numbers here.
I think it's a fair scoring game.
Yeah.
I think when you
where I could see the Ravens and the Eagles maybe being a little bit lower side scoring, some kind of swing towards Rodgers' side, especially getting Devontae Adams back.
Yeah.
Should I start Chase Claypool over AJ Brown or OBJ? No.
I would say no.
Don't do that. Two quarterback league, full point PPR, start 3 in flex. Garoppolo, Gallup, Keelan Cole, or Fulgham.
Fulgham. You start
Wait.
1 or start 3?
Full point PPR.
So I'm gonna start
start 3 in
flex. I'm gonna start the quarterback in Garoppolo. Deshaun Jackson's out this week, right?
Yeah.
The Ravens secondary is pretty tough, though.
I
think I'm
going Gallup because the Cardinals going to be able to score on them. So
I'm going to go Gallup, and then I think I'm going to lean. I think I'm going to lean Fulgham, just for. Ertz hasn't done. It's like who is there?
This is all the last second.
I'll go Keelan Cole. I got to see it one more time from Fulgham. This is going to be a tough matchup for a guy who's came out of nowhere.
Yeah, he'll probably disappear eventually, but I'm like,
Marlon Humphreys and Marcus Peters are definitely two of the better corners in the league.
They could make him disappear.
Yeah,
he could be like Houdini. Now you see me.
Not enough throuple talk. Nice.
Yeah, main man bet says
money.
He says,
"Yeah, Mike,
shut the fuck up." All right,
$5 on it.
I'll literally fuck your mouth.
Mike? Are you fucking stupid? Why don't you start a Patreon,
dude? Episode notes 1. Not enough throuple talk. What was the throuple thing? What was that?
The running back, Ravens running backs.
Oh, okay, the throuple. Okay, right.
And then we're a throuple.
Got to get a Patreon for money. Okay, got you. All right, he's got 5 on it. It's done.
49.
Yeah, dude. Hey, don't worry, dude. 2042, Mike's gonna get that set up. It'll be good, dude.
Bro, I got the soundboard set. I got so much shit set up this year. What are you talking about, bro?
Are you fucking high?
Dude, did you get your lineup set right now?
Bro, it's 9:49. The people need a fucking lineup set, dude.
Robbie Anderson, Robert Woods, or Kenny Galladay? Kenny Galladay.
Did you skip McLaurin, Hollywood, or Jefferson?
Yeah, we did.
Son of a bitch. Pick 2. Half point PPR. Christopher Denham needs advice.
Yeah, I'm going Hollywood Brown for the boom, and Justin Jefferson should have a pretty monster game too.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I like Justin Jefferson's my start this week.
Yeah. Kenny Galladay. You said that already, right?
Yeah. But start Hollywood Brown or Tim Patrick or Brandon Ayuk.
I'm gonna go Hollywood.
I'm still going Hollywood for the boom potential. Tim Patrick could see a lot of Stephon Gilmore.
Dalton likes to throw to Gallup. Maybe we saw it for a little bit. Wouldn't surprise me.
Dalton likes to throw to Gallup. Do you think Trevor Lawrence will be drafted? I don't.
I agree. Let's get
the draft rats. What if you just had a podcast and you just said insane shit like that?
Like the fantasy football counselor?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Christian McCaffrey's a bust.
That guy's such a
It's like Dalvin Cook plays the whole fucking year. I told you guys not to draft him. He's a bum.
Does anybody in the chat know who we're talking about when we say the counselor?
I don't know.
I'm curious. I'm just curious if anybody knows.
Yeah.
I'm just curious if anybody knows.
Kenyon Drake or Darrell Henderson. This is a good one right here.
Bro, okay. I'm not starting in Drake in a league, but I'm not starting Darrell Henderson in front of Drake.
Yeah, I'm not gonna start.
Drake still has a good matchup. I know it sounds fucking gross, but yes, Kenyon Drake is dead to me, but I just can't.
I'll just go Drake.
Matchup. If I'm looking at the matchups,
the Cardinals-Cowboys game is going to be a high-scoring game, where the Rams and the Niners game could be a tough division game. Maybe not as many points.
Yeah,
and then there's the throuple of running backs there.
Yo, fucking Gene's in here, dude. Gang.
Mike's underwear. Yeah.
Mike's underwear. I think I am wearing underwear right now. Gene, you're right.
He only wears it on Sundays.
Yeah, it's my lucky underwear. Should I trade Kamara and Diggs for Julio or Thielen? And Miles Sanders and Devontae Adams? Wait, what?
He's giving up Kamara and Diggs to get Miles Sanders for sure as a running back, and then a duo of either Julio and Adams.
Wait, so you're trading Kamara and Diggs to get 2 receivers and Miles Sanders?
Yeah.
Bro, if I can get Thielen and Devontae Adams and Miles Sanders for Kamara and Diggs, I would do that.
Okay.
Is that what he was saying?
Yeah. Tom Brady or Dark Prescott. Jesus Christ. David Johnson or Montgomery.
I'm going to go Dark Prescott.
Bill Montgomery.
That's Andy Dalton's new nickname, Dark Prescott.
David Johnson or Montgomery? What'd you say, Montgomery?
I'll go Montgomery.
Yeah. Montgomery.
Robbie Anderson or Landry?
Anderson.
Yeah, Landry's still been dealing with a hip injury. So
Joe Mixon or Gaskin? Ooh, it's tough. I think you got to go Mixon for the volume.
You got to go Mixon.
Miguel Rodriguez, you got to go Mixon. I'd start Hollywood, but what about Darius Slay?
Not worried.
Not really, because Hollywood lines up all over the place.
He can burn anybody.
Yeah,
Don't matter if you're Slay, Day, Pray.
Hey,
he might
Rhodes
score on a big play.
What do you say?
Jarvis, Nicholas Molesky. Yeah, there you go, Caden Vonish. Okay, Nicholas Molesky says Jarvis Landry or Chris Godwin this week. Normally I'd say Godwin, but first week back from injury, I'm scared. I still go Godwin.
Yeah.
Because look, Jarvis Landry, he's got an injury as well that he's been dealing with this whole season, and it's actually been it seems like it's been affecting him.
And the upside with Chris Godwin's way too high to even consider benching him.
Yeah.
I mean, could he re-aggravate the injury? I mean, that's a possibility.
I feel like if the coaches are confident enough to throw him on the field, put him on the field, throw him on the field.
Yeah.
Get out there, get. But yeah, if the coaches are confident to let him play, then I feel confident to put him in my lineup. Aaron Hernandez or Adrian Peterson. Oh, you got to go Aaron Hernandez. Yeah, dude. He's a murder one now.
He leads the league.
He's a murder one. You think Madison will go off or not? Okay, Gene. I think that if they have a bye the next week, so if you have Madison, if you've been holding on to Madison, there's no other fucking time to play Madison.
Yeah, you're playing Madison
than this week.
Yeah.
This is like the opportunity of a lifetime right here.
Top 5 play.
Are you gonna let it slip?
Tom fucking Brady, dude.
I think we'll go Tanny.
I'm going Tannehill.
Caden,
all he's done is fuck for a year.
Nicholas, we got you. You're welcome.
It's been
dude.
his wife, but it's still doing a lot of fucking.
What were you? Wait, did you do the Ryan Tannehill one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What did you guys say?
Tannehill. Come on, dude.
It's
you just have
Tannehill
Dolphins fans.
time.
You guys Dolphins fans. Tannehill or Tom fucking Brady.
Nicholas says, "Thanks, dudes. You're welcome." Gene, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to speak to you that way.
Brady or Minshew? I'm gonna go Brady.
Love y'all, cuties.
Yeah,
thanks for helping. Kissy emoji. Wow. Brady over Minshew.
I'm Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. All right, we got 5 minutes.
We gotta set.
All right, boys. Appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. Also, there's a Patreon button down there.
No, there's not.
Oh yeah, there's not a Patreon button. Sorry,
guys.
There's not a Patreon button there.
Yeah, because I fucking suck.
You could just Venmo us.
But subscribe though. We got 3 subscriers in here during this time, so that was pretty tight.
But sorry, JJ Arthega with it.
JJ Arthega.
Off that offense.
Off that on the defense.
Repeat.
That's not possible.
Making sure my lineups are set real quick.
Sniff, sniff, sniff. Have a great Sunday, boys.
Is that me?
I don't know.
No, it's probably Tyler.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's definitely Tyler.
Listen, guys, I'm on 0 sleep right now.
Yeah. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Yeah, look at that. Appreciate you, Nicholas.
Sniff, sniff.
Fortnite Clip says, "Hey, Gene. Hey, Gene, I'm a sniff ya." Sniff.
All right, later,
when we play Call of Duty, you would think that Tyler's just like doing blow in his room. Yeah. You just hear it. Sniff you later. That should be our memo on our sign off.
Yeah, dude, put it next to the Patreon.
Sniff you later. Sniff you later. Fucking.
Can I get up, Mike? You're not gonna yell at me. Can I get up?